Coming up next, On the Spot. The long weekend is over, but we still can't get enough of those 4th of July barbecues. Alex Navarro, Bob Clayker are here to throw the old football around with Madden NFL 06 and NCAA Football 06. And Ryan McDonald returns for a modern recreation of the American Revolution through Battlefield 2 and Game Center. Also, we've got Sonic Gems Collection, Burnout Revenge, some kind of legal fireworks, and a whole bunch of UMD movies to give away. We're all about the birth of our country, live and on the spot. Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Rich Gallup. Joining me today, we have two Ryans. Ryan Davis, welcome to the show.
Hey, good to be here, man.
We have a great show for you today.
We have a great show today, Rich.
We have a phenomenal show today. I'm going to start off right now, just so people stick around for the whole thing like they normally do. But we have so many UMD movies to give away today.
We got a ton of UMD movies here.
Courtesy of the good folks at Fox Home Entertainment.
That's for your PSP, of course.
For the PSP, we have these UMDs for Predator, Dodgeball, iRobot, Napoleon Dynamite, and my favorite, Super Troopers. And we have 5 copies of each of these.
5 copies of each, so we're going to give away 5 sets.
5 people are getting these complete sets.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's a lot.
We'll do that later, though.
Okay, yeah, that's for
later.
Right
now, though, we have a phenomenal show. And without further ado, I want to say hello to the...
Let's say what's up.
The wayward son of On the Spot, Ryan McDonald. Ryan, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
How are you doing? Where you been, buddy?
You've gone for so long.
I've been busy. E3 took a lot out of me. I had to, recoup a little bit.
You were a little busy with other things as well.
True.
We've told people you've been on a top secret assignment, and there's been some crazy theories going around the forums. Can you just tell us, settle all the rumors, what is the top secret assignment?
Cage fighting, right? That was what my money was on. Nope.
It's actually GameSpot Live 2. No. The big secret was that I had my second child.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Big ups
Appreciate
to Ryan.
that. Thank you. Yeah,
I think we have a picture of him we can look at.
Oh, yeah? We got some pictures going?
There he is.
Hey. Little guy.
And what's his name?
Daniel Joseph McDonald. So he's rocking.
Nice.
I think you got player 3.
Yeah, player 3. That's right. I'm building my own Counter-Strike team. Like 2 more people. If you're out there, come on, get in touch.
Speaking of Counter-Strike, right now, you are going to stand by today and play another first-person shooter, Battlefield 2, against our users for the entire show.
That is correct.
What are you playing the game on, can we ask?
I am playing the game on GameSpot's Game Center, actually.
Whoa!
Yes.
That support for that just happened, right?
It did, actually,
They just put out the new patch for it?
Just came out, and so, boom, you can jump into Game Center right now. I'm going to show you guys a little bit later, right?
Right.
I'm going to show you guys, you jump in, create your own servers, and that's the cool thing. Do you guys know how much it costs to actually do the whole rent this server thing when you're playing BF2?
That's crazy.
It's like $250 a month or something crazy.
Through who?
Through the EA, the official thing. When you just jump into BF2 and you see that little thing, if you did that, it would cost you like $250. But with Game Center, right now, it's 14-day trial free, jump in, create your own server.
Right.
And it's the awesomest thing, because then, of course, you get super
So what's the name of your server so people can come over there and try and get you?
That's a very good question. My server's name is just Ryan's, that's with an apostrophe, Ryan's On the Spot server.
Ryan's On the Spot server. So jump into Battlefield 2.
With or without Game Center, yeah.
And with or without, jump in there and let's get it going.
Yeah, totally. I got my Super Sniper Rifle unlocked, so if you guys want to test your skill, bring it on.
All right,
now,
cool.
you claim to be pretty good, right?
I've been playing this like nonstop.
All right. Good challenge for the players.
We'll check in with you a little bit, Ryan.
All right.
Now, Ryan.
Hey, what's up, Rich?
You have a game to show as well today.
I have another game. I've got a little GameCube game here, Sonic Gems Collection. It's a new compilation of classic Sonic games. And we're going to show off, for the first time ever, a few of the games that are included in the package.
So when you say for the first time ever, that means for the first time ever, like... Ever.
Well, obviously not the ever that anyone's ever seen these games, but in this compilation on the GameCube, there's not been any video anywhere of this. So.
World premiere.
World premiere.
I love saying
Let's
that.
call it.
Fire it up. I want to see. We're gonna
look at one of the first games, which is Sonic the Fighters. This was actually originally an arcade game. This was originally developed by AM2. Here you can see it's just a fighting game. It's a polygonal fighting game. It was an arcade game. It was released on basically it's basically like Virtua Fighter 2 era polygonal fighter.
What now? You're telling me the story to this game.
Okay, the story to this game is absolutely crazy. Dr. Robotnik, a.k.a. Dr. Eggman, has created a new Death Egg, which is kind of like Death Star.
Oh, so it's in space.
It's in space, and so he's created this new Death Egg, and Tails finds out about this, and he builds himself a rocket, but the rocket only seats one person.
Oh no!
So the Earth's fighters, the heroes, as it were, decide to have a competition to decide who's going to go up and take down Dr. Robotnik.
And I'm guessing the competition is fighting.
And the competition is this match. So here you see me, I'm Polygonal Sonic, and I'm taking out Knuckles because I don't know what an echidna is, and that kind of makes me angry. So I'm just going to beat him to death. So you can see, like, graphically, this is pretty true to how the game looked. Now, what's extra cool about this is the first time that Sonic the Fighters has appeared on any home console.
Ever, because it was an arcade game.
This was an arcade game only, and it's especially cool because this game had very limited distribution in the U.S. So for most people, this is going to be the first time that they get to play this.
Great.
So as you can see, it's pretty much standard fighting game. You go through each level. I'm going to fight Amy next. And you go through a series of challenges until you get to the end. You're going to end up fighting a doppelganger version of yourself, and of course the robot Sonic. And I'll leave the end to be a surprise.
I bet there's a rocket ship involved somehow. Can we see you play as another character?
Do you want to see me play as someone else?
I want to know. I want to see all the characters. I was a Nintendo kid growing up. I'll be honest with you, so I was not really familiar with the Sonic universe.
Okay, well,
can you just show me who's in the game. Tell me a little about them.
So we've got a ton of different fighters in here. There's Sonic, obviously. There's Tails. There's also a bunch of new fighters in this game.
You only 10 seconds.
And then there's Fang the Sniper, Bean the Dynamite, I don't know what that is, Bark the Polar Bear, SBO the Chameleon, Amy, Rose, and Knuckles. A lot of these fighters, this is the first time they show up. It's something like SBO is a character that shows up again later on in like Sonic Heroes, but this is a first appearance for a lot of them. Oh, and here I'm going to start off fighting against the black and white doppelganger version of Knuckles. So I'm going to give him the business. Give him so the controls are pretty intuitive, especially if you've been playing like any of the Virtua Fighter games. It's kind of like a more simplified version of those with the 3-button mechanics. Right. So it's pretty easy to get into in that regard.
Cool. Well, all right. That's what this game looks like.
That's enough of that. Let's,
there's a moves list.
There's moves list. Everyone has moves. It's cool.
Versus mode. I'm guessing 2-player.
Yes, you can go 1-on-1.
All right.
We can get out of here.
Here's a question for you, by the way, about
all right,
Sonic
I'll see if I can answer
collection.
for you.
It's from Peter Ellingson in Norway. How many classic games are in the collection?
Oh, there's a ton.
I say that just because you're bringing up the menu.
I bring up the menu. That works perfectly.
Yes.
So there's Sonic the Fighter, Sonic CD, Sonic R, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Game Gear. These are all Game Gear games. Sonic Spinball, Sonic the Hedgehog, Triple Trouble. So this many.
Nice.
And also unlockable Vector Man and Vector Man 2.
Now, the Japanese version gets Streets of Rages 1, 2, and 3.
And something else. I forget what else they get.
Another game.
They get another game.
Another 2 games, actually.
But no, in the U.S., the reason that they could not include Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3 is because of the rating. They would have had to have pushed up the rating here to a T. Otherwise, it's just an E. So
curse you, looking out for our children of America.
Just want to make sure that this is cool for the kids, because that's who this is for. Actually, this is for me. This is Sonic CD. This is my personal favorite Sonic game. Now, this was originally and only released for the Sega CD, which was that crazy Genesis peripheral.
Oh, right, the Sega CD.
This came out between Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3. There's Amy. She's saying what's up. I'm like, hey, this is actually the first game Amy shows up in.
Oh, right.
She's got eyes for me, but then Robot Sonic comes and says, see you later. And I'm obviously not too happy about that, so I'm going to go run after him. Now, this is, for the most part, this is really... Oh, jump right on there.
Rings.
The rings. I need those rings. A ring junkie.
So this is like, as you say, this is your classic. When you think of Sonic, you think of...
This is side-scrolling Sonic action, but there are some twists. Part of what makes Sonic CD really cool is it has this time travel element to it, where I'll see if I can get to a part pretty soon here. I'm not that far away. Where you'll actually hit a special marker, and then if you go fast enough for long enough, you'll travel through time.
Superman style.
Yes, you'll spin the Earth around backwards, go back and save Lois Lane. So here's the future mark. I see if I can actually get him going. Oh, I lost it.
You lost it?
Oh, yeah, I lost it. Anyways, I'll see if I can. I'll keep playing here. I'll see if I can make it happen. But it's basically you go into like a future or past version of the level that you're in, and in the future everything's all ruined and bad because Dr. Eggman and his Robot Sonic. The plot really doesn't really matter too much. But this is just great classic Sonic gameplay, and one of the games that a lot of people missed out on because it only came out on the Sega CD. Also, great soundtrack.
So Johannes de Mattia of Gothenburg, Sweden, I'm sure I said every name wrong there except for Sweden, he says he wants to know, is Sonic Gems collection a must-have for Sonic fans?
I think if you're a real hardcore Sonic fan, absolutely. There are a lot of games here that have gotten limited releases before that there's stuff like Sonic the Fighters, which barely anyone in the U.S. has played. This is a lot more obscure stuff than was in the Sonic Mega Collection games. But absolutely, if you're hardcore about your Sonic, there's just a lot of great stuff here. You would have to hook up like 18 different systems to play originally. You have to get your Game Gear out, your Saturn, Sega CD.
Speaking of Saturn,
there's a Saturn game on here, Sonic R. This was actually developed by Traveller's Tales, the British development studio.
I see a flag that implies racing.
This is a racing game. Sonic R is a racer. You control one of the Sonic characters, and I have to say, I am really stoked that they have all these games where I can just play as Sonic. Really bummed out in all the new Sonic games where there's all these other crazy characters. I just want to play as Sonic, man.
You just want to be Sonic?
I just want to be Sonic.
I understand.
So this was a Saturn game. This is actually, to my understanding, a version of the PC version of Sonic R, which actually looks a little bit cleaner than the Sega Saturn version.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, this is a pretty straightforward racer. This is probably the one that only real hardcore Sonic fans are really going to appreciate. It's a little bit weird, just the way that the characters control. You'll see in a second here.
Okay.
This is just a foot race, basically. And everyone kind of controls a little bit like tanks, which, and then you go underwater, and that's bad.
It's kind of like a steeplechase.
Yes, something like that. And you can just, you just use the joystick to control your movements, and you can use the A button to jump over obstacles, and you can also use the shoulder buttons to lean around corners, which is especially useful in some of the harder turns.
Now, when you say drive like a truck, what do you mean? I mean,
it's sort of tank controls. It's just you don't have immediate stop control or anything. So it's like you're driving a car, actually, which works because a few of the characters are actually driving cars.
Oh, that does work. Well, this looks cool, and I would assume that any Sonic fan, as you said, would want to get their hands on all these Sonic games, but doesn't want to go on eBay or somewhere to buy a Genesis and then
way easier to do
or
this.
A Sega CD and find one that's working.
Absolutely,
great.
Because they can't have mine.
No,
but so yeah, here you go. First time seeing it ever. Sonic Gems Collections comes out August 16th.
Cool.
And yeah.
And awesome. For the complete games list, check out the preview on the site right now.
Absolutely. There's a preview up on the site. You can go find it. It will tell you everything that's in the game, give you a bunch of details about what you're going to find.
Great. Well, thanks, Ryan Davis.
Thank you, Rich.
I'm going to eject you out of the seat in a moment and have you go hang out with Ryan so we can have like a Ryan and Ryan time cop moment.
Fantastic. I'm all for it.
I'm going to bring on Alex and Bob to play some football.
Football?
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about football.
You don't know anything, but they know a lot about football, and cool. I can't wait. But before then, earlier this week, we had a long weekend because it was the 4th of July.
Independence Day.
Independence Day, 1776, signed the Declaration of Independence. Then France helped us beat the British out of the United States.
Blowing stuff up.
Exactly. So, 4th of July, third year in a row, our man Tyler Weingartner put together a montage of some firework-like moments in video games. And I want you to check it out right now.
Very patriotic, very awesome little video by Tyler Weingartner. Now I'm back over here with Ryan McDonald, and you're playing some Battlefield 2. How's it going, dude?
It's going great.
You've got your team, your server's filled up, everyone's over here giving you the business. So what's going on? Tell us what you're doing right here now.
I'm flying a helicopter right now. I actually wish I was flying an Apache instead of this transport chopper.
This looks a little sluggish.
It is a little sluggish, but I gotta get over the other side of the map, because if you look, I'll pull up my map here in a sec.
Yeah.
Check that out. Like, my team's dominating.
Nice.
But I was on the U.S. team, and I didn't switch because it just switched me automatically. And
right.
It's kind of a bummer because the Apache's over there, but whatever, we're doing good.
Now, one of the cool things, you're doing this over Game Center, GameSpot Game Center, during the sneak peek right now, which all GameSpot Complete members can get access to for free right now. So if you have GameSpot Complete and you're not playing Game Center, go get Game Center. GameCenter.com. It's so easy. But one of the cool things about Game Center is the fact that you can set up these custom servers. Is that right?
That is absolutely correct.
And this is all server-side stuff. This is not like you have to use your home PC and try to connect everyone over DSL. This is dedicated, like, high-bandwidth server, and you can customize all sorts of crazy stuff, right?
Actually, can I show you something real quick?
Sure. Yeah, no, pull it up. Let's see it.
Check this out. So, like, the neat thing, and I'm not just doing this to do it. I really do think this is kind of cool. Everybody knows I've been playing Counter-Strike forever.
Yeah.
All-seeing eye. The whole dream of anybody that's way into first-person shooters like this or Battlefield or anything.
Yeah.
Is to have your own server, be able to control the map rotation, and all that stuff, right? Game Center lets you do it. And basically, it's as easy as this, right? So you go in here, you click on the game that you want. In this case, we're going to do the Battlefield 2 action.
Okay.
You come in here. There's all your servers. You can see there's all the Game Center servers up front and center with the pings.
Right.
And then let's say we wanted to create a custom server. You just click on this button, launch custom server. 3 easy steps, and you're done. We have a bunch of preset servers, so if you want to just go ahead and pick a USA.
So these are packages.
16.
These are just like this is an easy custom thing that we know people want to play.
So like I'll pick this is the one I'm using right now.
Yeah.
Then number 2, I name it, so it's called Ryan's Crazy Server. Then you pick your location, West Coast, East Coast, and then you customize server settings if you want to change all kinds of stuff. If you want to go the preset, if you want to go ahead and pick the map library, the rotation, all the different little things you want.
So easy and so many options.
It is. And then the cool thing is, in this case for BF2, since it has the voice built into the game, we're going to have the voice enabled off. And then you literally hit 3, which is ready. Less than a minute later, it creates your server either on the West Coast or East Coast, and you're up and running, and then you got your server admin privileges and everything you want.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Game Center. Check it out.
It's pretty good.
Very cool.
I want to get back to the action, yeah.
Get back to the action, Ryan. I'm going to throw it back over to Rich, who's got Alex Navarro. Rich, what's up?
Thanks, Ryan and Ryan. I do have Alex Navarro. Alex, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey.
Now, there are a few anticipated games that actually come out in the summer, we'll be honest.
Yeah, not very many.
Not very. Battlefield 2 kind of began the summer, you could say.
Just had Killer 7.
Killer 7 looks great. Read the review.
Yeah.
And there's a game that comes out in August that a few people are anticipating.
Just a few.
And what's it called?
I think it might be called Madden.
It is. Madden NFL.
06.
Is it Madden NFL 06? Madden 06?
It's football.
It's the 2006 numbered version
it is the
Madden.
2006 version.
And you have it with you right here.
Yes, I do.
And there is a new mode that we've had extensive coverage on the site, but we have to look at it one more time because there's some real crazy parts to it.
Yeah.
And that is the Superstar mode. Tell us all about it.
Oh, the Superstar mode. This is where you can go in and create your own superstar of your own design. Sort of like the basic creative player mode that everyone's had. But it creates this whole storyline and just all these crazy mechanics. Or you get into the NFL draft. You can be a movie star to a degree. You sign agents, fire agents. All the hubris that goes around when you become an NFL superstar.
And you're in it right now.
Yes,
and
I
it
am.
begins with you getting to do what?
You get to choose your parents.
Now, right now, we are seeing on the screen, it's telling you your best choice of position would be running back.
Would be a running back in this case, because what you have here is your mother and your father. It's a roll of the genetic dice every time. And in this case, my father is a boxer who loves ballroom dancing.
Obviously.
That happens a lot.
Yes.
My mother was on the USA softball team.
Gold medal
loves
team.
to cook. She was a gold medal softball player. I'm not so into this, so we can try again.
How long has softball been in the Olympics? Anyways, let's see again. Now you're a kicker.
Now I'm a kicker. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So I'm a pro.
You're very smart.
Pro golfer, rock collecting, baggage screener, reading. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not so into the whole being a kicker thing. Linebacker, airline pilot, magic tricks. Animal trainer reading. There's some really crazy ones in here. Like I've seen some really amazing ones on this.
Right.
Another ballroom dancer. This time a fry cook. All right, let's just go with this. We're gonna be a
You
quarterback.
sure? Okay, do it.
My father makes a mean tuna melt, so
You gotta go
right
on
there.
with that.
So you can kind of create your player, do all this stuff here.
Right.
So I'm not.
I mean, this is all customizable,
Yeah, this is all customizable
but we
stuff.
want to see
Yeah.
the real meat. This is your apartment.
Yeah.
And the first thing that you have to do.
Well, the first thing you do is you talk to your meeting.
Oh, we're not going to
sign an agent, whatever. But no.
That's what we want to do.
This is the business right here.
Yes.
Is the IQ test, which is sort of supposed to be like the Wonderlic test you take before the draft, kind of gauge where your player intelligence is at.
All right, let's do this.
So yeah, okay, you begin this, and then it's a 2-minute time limit.
Do you get jealous when other people are successful?
Yes, I do.
Wolf is to Flo as 5621 is to 1265.
Yeah.
I prefer to sleep with.
A nightlight.
Which word is the most closely the synonym of mercurial? Ooh. I'll say temperamental, maybe.
I think it's Saturn.
It's not temperamental. Try Saturnine.
Yeah. Let's
No,
try
it's definitely mercurial. It's definitely rapid
All right.
because he's quick.
Okay.
Which of the following? Which do you prefer?
I prefer. I'm way into tank top.
Factitious. We'll say artificial.
Yes.
All right. I will take the last slice of pizza.
Hell yeah.
Obviously. What's the next logic? Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, 25.
Okay.
What is your favorite type of cartoon? Anything with humor.
I love anything with humor.
Yes. All right. Plus 7, 35.
35.
Do you consider yourself sarcastic?
Sometimes.
Which word is most closely the opposite of tenacious? Try the I like the bottom one. Or the middle one.
No, I think
I don't know my vocab. I'll be honest. I can do numbers.
Either, and I'm a writer.
Fight
so that's
scenes.
sad.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
The first month of the year is January. How do you feel after you've lost an important game?
I feel optimistic about next time.
Let's see. Minus 13, 66.
Okay.
What type of water do you drink?
Water from a puddle.
Oh, man. These got hard all of a sudden.
Oh, whoa.
All right. It's going to be E's on each end, then an M, and then an A. No, it's that one, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I have a hard time dropping bad habits.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Which of the following is least like the other? Sea lion, whale, shark. It's shark.
That would be a
Shark. It's
yeah.
cold-blooded. It's
I
90.
scored a 90%.
That's what's up, dude.
All I got was a 70.
That beats
after this.
that Brian Eckberg 60%.
Yeah.
Now, what's the result of doing this test?
The result, it has sort of plays into your draft position, so then you just kind of go into the draft. And,
Let's see where you get drafted.
Yeah, I want to see where I get drafted.
Yeah,
So, all right,
because you got a 90. You're smart,
And what's
dude.
kind of neat is that it does have this year's exact draft class, so it does go through the order exactly as it would this year, or it did this year. But then you just kind of get inserted wherever.
So Logan Mankins is about to go to the Patriots?
Yeah, Logan Mankins is totally going to the Patriots.
Unless you
they
beat him
pick-
out.
No, there was no chance of me.
This is taking a while.
I seem to go through the second or third round more often than
Even
not.
though you got a 90 on your test?
Yeah, but I mean, there's also physical attributes, and I am
Okay.
a quarterback, so that
And
maybe
who needs a
that's,
quarterback?
if
So are your stats as a player determined by that first roll of the genetic dice? Do you
it seems to be like like the stats at least play into that to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
If you have like sort of a bulkier, more athletic father, then you're probably going to be a bulkier, more athletic quarterback.
Oh, there
All
you
right,
go.
by the
Bengals.
Bengals.
You can look forward to a long career of sitting behind Carson Palmer.
Right on.
Yes, congratulations.
So anyway, so that's that.
That's that.
That's,
That's all I want. I want to see how I could do on the test, to be honest with you, because we had that movie up with scoring the 60. I wanted to prove that
Yeah.
we can flex a little intelligence.
Yeah.
Here, although I don't know vocab.
I don't know if I actually got any of those right.
Enough rambling. Let's play.
Yeah, let's play a little.
Hope we have a little controller here.
There you go.
Now, as we're playing, there are some changes, obviously, to the gameplay. They change something every year.
Oh, of course they do.
What have they done? Last year was all about the defense. What's it all about this year?
This year's all about the offense, namely the passing game. They've gone to great lengths to sort of alter the passing game. I'm not going to be the Patriots. I know how much you love the Patriots.
Okay, well,
so
you pick so I can be the Patriots.
I'm gonna be the Seahawks because my friend Justin is a huge Seahawks fan,
And I'll be a
he's
Patriots fan.
constantly used to disappointment. So
Nice.
And so yeah, the passing game has changed in two kind of distinct ways. Like mainly, there's this passing cone thing that you have where if you're a quarterback, you get this little sort of field of vision that's highlighted on the field. We'll show it here in a second. There it is, actually.
Okay.
And it sort of targets you on specific receivers and sort of like if you're a better quarterback, more receivers, just sort of like a general area of the field. Like, so Tom Brady, almost the entire field.
Brett Favre, same way.
Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck, probably not so much.
He can throw a ball.
He can throw a ball, but
Yeah.
his vision ain't necessarily so great. So you got that, and that kind of like makes it more accurate. So if you try to throw the ball across the other way, it'll just it ain't going to go to the right guy.
Okay.
It could probably is going to get intercepted. There's also this precision passing thing where, like, sort of by pressing up or to the sides or down on the analog stick or the D-pad while you're passing, it'll sort of like let you lead the pass where you want it. So if you want to throw it high to go over defenders' hands or whatever, you know, you can just press up right as you're about to pass, and that'll.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. You take the Patriots because I just chose receive, and I do not know how to use the kick stick, the passing cone yet.
Cool.
So I'm going to kick off to you, and we'll see how.
This will be fun.
How you can do. That is a great kick.
That is a great kick.
Thank you.
Oh God, I forgot it doesn't do the thing.
From the 7.
All right. Bethel Johnson. All right, now we're going to see how Tom Brady can march out.
Yeah.
It's almost as if I planned it.
Yeah, almost.
That I wanted Tom Brady to look good in this game.
I can't imagine how that would have happened. No.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking at some pass plays here. You know, we're going to go.
So this is all the same as it's been.
Yeah, let's go.
Haven't changed a thing.
No, they haven't really changed anything here. So, all right, we're going to rush up to the line here. So you kind of press back. You've got my given receiver here. I'm going to change it to Daniel Graham by pressing this button here.
Okay.
And so when I look, you can just kind of see.
Look at that.
And then, yes, completion.
Nice.
So I didn't really need to change anything there. He was wide open.
Right, because I brought his linebacker up
the porous
to rush.
Seattle defense.
Yeah, that was my fault.
All right, so now
I'm going to bring cover 3
here.
right here. I'm going to let you know what's coming. We'll see. I'm just going to drop back, and we'll see what happens with this passing
Brown is my receiver here. We'll see how this works. All right, so we're looking. I can kind of look wherever I need to. Let's go. Oh my goodness! I'm a supreme passer.
You are good at passing the ball.
I am good at throwing things, and so yeah.
Is there anything else to show?
You know, all honesty, it seems like the gameplay for the most part, beyond the passing, really hasn't changed too much. Like the running game mostly feels the same. There's kind of this truck stick thing you can do, sort of like the hit stick when you're running. That it's just kind of the same thing. You kind of bowl through defenders.
And you can throw the ball, as we said, to get them.
Oh, you got me.
All right, so I did that. That was me, just showing that I can play the game.
Yeah.
And I wasn't just letting the Patriots, run the field.
Which,
But thanks for coming by, Alex.
Yeah, no problem.
I haven't asked you any questions.
Oh, ask me
Let me ask you some questions real quick. Let's see. Have you tried any pump fakes?
Not really. No.
Samad Banks from Jacksonville brings up a good question. With the passing cone, will pump fakes work?
I would assume that it would have to, because if it doesn't, then that's going to really suck. Because I chose a running play, but let's.
All right. And do you think will the presentation take advantage of the ESPN license yet, or is that not?
That doesn't seem
year?
like it's really in there. It didn't work, but
okay.
All right, so here, truck stick.
No trucking.
No trucking there.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by, Alex.
Yeah, no problem.
We appreciate it. There's a whole bunch of coverage on this game right now, and of course there'll be more in the days and weeks to come. Mm-hmm. Right now, they had an event recently in New York City, where they had a whole bunch of pro players there to talk about their opinions of the game. And there's a video feature that our man Homer, who got to go on the trip, put together for the roundtable that they had, and I want you to check it out right now. We'll be right back.
The Madden NFL 06 preview party brought to you by EA Sports and Players Inc.
I want to introduce our panel here first. We've got Michael Strahan over here. Give him a hand. Michael. Byron Leftwich. Tony Gonzalez. California Golden Bear. He's a smart guy. Dante Culpepper. And Donovan McNabb, who you can see on the cover over there. So you guys get your first opportunity tonight. Usually it's during training camp. First impressions.
It's not just dropping back and running the ball at the quarterback position or throwing to a dominant receiver and have them bust through 5 or 6 tackles to get to the end zone. It makes it a lot more challenging. You can run over guys. You can really knock the ball out of their hands with a big hit.
This year, did they upgrade you on your speed, Byron?
I think I got downgraded.
Downgraded? How's that happen?
I'm just getting slow as I go, man. I guess I'm getting over. I don't know what's going on.
And I think a lot of guys almost judge themselves on the performance or the rating that they're giving on the game. So you better just run the ball a little bit more.
Don't put the option in.
Outrun everybody except for me, and your speed will go up, man.
Well, I like the truck stick on offense. I think, they had hit stick on defense. Now we got truck sticks, so I'll be using that truck stick a lot.
He talked about the field vision. It's great because if the quarterback's looking down, the defense is going to look to where his field of vision is, and then he can switch it back and throw to the opposite field, which is so realistic. That's how it is on the football field. Well, Donovan, will T.O. be on the Eagles on this game in 06? Or will he be at home?
I knew
will
I
he be
was
playing
one.
somewhere else?
But yes, T.O.'s rating is pretty high on this game. You will see him as they continue to play on the PlayStation 2 game. Will it really happen? Don't know, but we'll find out.
So even though you don't get along very well with Donovan, you played with the Eagles quite a bit last year.
Yeah. I would use the Eagles. I prefer to use the Patriots, but I use the Eagles too. What? What's wrong with that? They won 3 out of 4 times. Why wouldn't you do
That's a
that?
heck of a shot. We keep talking about how realistic these games are. Do they have a scenario for the Minnesota Vikings where maybe Ontario Smith is going through, security checkpoints?
Nah, man.
No, they don't have that. Okay.
They should. They probably will next year.
Very cool Madden NFL 06 roundtable. You can find that on the site after the show is over. But right now, Brian McDonald, you just got left behind by your troops. What's happening here in Battlefield 2?
The server, the round was over, and my team lost, actually.
Did they really? Because you were doing really good earlier. I was watching you. You were driving around that little buggy and you were smoking fools.
It was like my super sniper rifle. I was jumping out and popping people. It was great.
So now you only get that super sniper rifle because you've been playing this game like crazy, right?
Yeah, totally. But when you actually unlock those weapons, it's cool because you get a choice of a whole bevy of them, and there's like an auto shotgun that I kind of wish I would have got now, but the sniper rifle's cool. I mean, you can totally shoot all kinds of stuff really far.
So what's going on here right now? You're in like a transport. You're coming over to where the action's at?
I am. We're at a base right now. I think we're...
Go shoot some dudes.
I know, but the problem is you look at the map.
The dudes are all over there.
Yeah, they're way over on that side. You can see, like, they're way over here.
Oh, right
in
on.
the section you can totally not see me pointing at on the screen. But, but yeah, you can see it with the UAVs. I'll get over there in a sec if you guys want to come back.
Cool. Ryan's on the spot server on Game Center or just in Battlefield 2 straight up. Get on there, play him. Maybe you can come and find Ryan and give him some trouble. I'm going to throw it back over to Rich. Rich, what's up?
Oh, nothing, Ryan. Just hanging out over here with Bob Kleiko. Thank you for wearing the jersey. Appreciate it. I'm not alone.
Gotta rep the Cal.
Repping Cal. Nice little Rogers jersey. And you brought with you, fittingly enough, what game?
NCAA 06.
Now, this game, we said Madden comes out in August. When does this game drop?
Next week.
Next
you
week.
Can get it in stores next week and get your football fix right now.
Now, we saw what the changes were made in Madden. NCAA, just the same. They make tweaks to it every year. It's known for, a little higher scoring game than you find in Madden. I know a lot of people who actually prefer NCAA to Madden because of that. What are you showing us today, though?
Right now, we're going to start off with the new spring drills mode. There's actually 4 drills. There's one where you practice the option. That's the one we're going to do here. And there's also stuff where you can practice your passing and also just regular running plays.
So this is kind of like the mini camps from Madden?
Sure.
Taken into the NCAA? Great.
Yeah.
Fire it up.
All right, let's go. Let's start with some option.
A drill that they will not run too many times in the pros?
Yeah, because this type of offense just doesn't work in the pros, but it can be very effective in college where you've got DBs who just aren't quite as smart or as fast.
Now, you're playing as Cal right now.
Right, against the Cal defense, actually, because it's kind of like practice. So.
Oh, that's cool.
There you
now,
go.
One of the tricky parts of NCAA every year is that the numbers match, but they don't have names because you can't do that because they're students.
Because they're amateurs and they're not
can't
supposed
make money.
to be getting paid or anything like
but
that.
who are you playing as right now?
Well, the Cal QB is a JC transfer. That's Joe Ayu.
He is number 18.
Number 18. And 24 is our sophomore sensation, Marshawn Lynch.
That's right.
You can see he's got some little quicks, a little shifty there. And he's got that little glowing thing under him. And that means he's an impact player. That means once in a while he can do some kind of super moves on the field. And you'll see it like zoom in where he's breaking a tackle or something like that.
Great. Now, it says the number of reps up there. After this, I'm assuming you move on to the next drill?
After this, actually, now I would play on the defensive side of the ball, and then the CPU would get to try and score on me. So the goal is to outscore the computer.
Cool. Now, shall we fire up the game and see what it looks like?
Sure. Yeah, let's
you can do that. I'm going to start sifting through some questions. KingSpot Complete members, as always, send your question in. Sorry I didn't say it sooner, but we're reading them. We'll get the good ones on the air right here. Ask Bob about NCAA. We'll ask Ryan about Battlefield 2 and Daniel Joseph, maybe, if you really want to hear about him. But right now, let's play a game. What are we looking at?
All right. Well, let's just go to play now.
Do it.
And since I got Cal up there, let's just do Cal Stanford.
Oh, that game's not even close anymore.
Well, that's the fun part.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Because when Cal dominates like they have the last 3 years, we got to get them back for all those previous years that you see.
That's great. I like the recent history right
yeah,
there.
they show you the recent history on the screen. Like every time you load up a rivalry game, and they give you a little bit of history behind, like how the rivalry started and everything.
Now we have features on the site right now. That one that Brian put together about the new recruiting changes, which sound fun and in depth, and actually it's my favorite part of the game. And then there's also, we've seen a lot of stuff on the race for the Heisman mode. What do we see right here?
Well, they revamped the entrance to the game, or the intro. So you've got kind of the college game day set there. You see Brad Nessler, and then they've got Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit as usual. And they redid some of the commentary, so they kind of say some new stuff now, and they redid some of the stadium.
So this is an authentic stadium right here?
Yeah, this is a Memorial Stadium. And here's Cal coming onto the field.
Do they have the big earthquake crack in the end?
No. Even though there's actually an earthquake fault that runs underneath their stadium, it has not cracked in half yet.
That does look like an authentic Northern California sunset. And there's Marshawn. Now let's fire up the game. Have there been many changes to the gameplay?
Yeah, they've done some interesting tweaks. I mentioned the impact player stuff. And also they've moved a lot of the juke moves to the right thumbstick. That's kind of in line with a lot of the EA Sports games. So now you can kind of sidestep guys by tapping left or right there, and you can also do a little stop and go by tapping back on the right stick.
Cool.
So it looks like I won the toss, and I'm going to be going on offense first.
I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
While you play. Sam from San Diego. NCAA 06 sounds like a good game. If I'm just a football fan, should I wait for Madden and save my $50, or is it worth spending money for the short time I'm going to play NCAA before Madden comes out?
Well, you're asking a guy. I happen to like college football a lot better than like pro football. So for me, the answer is obvious. You have to get NCAA, and you got to get it for the recruiting, the pageantry, and just school spirit and all that stuff. I mean, it's a great game in its own right. I mean, it kind of lags behind Madden in some features. Like, you're not going to get the passing cone here and all that other new stuff. But, it plays really well. And if you like college football, you're not going to regret buying this game.
It's amazing how much having attended a school in the game will make it attractive to you over Madden. Like, for example, I grew up in New Hampshire. There really isn't a college football program that you're going to latch onto there, like maybe BC. And so, but I was not a college football fan growing up simply because I didn't watch it as much as I watched pro football.
Right.
But like, you went to Cal. I have some friends that went to Miami. They love this game over Madden. Even now, my friends who went to UNH, since UNH is in this game, like, they're starting to lean towards NCAA over Madden as well.
Yeah, I actually did play some UNH earlier, and I looked at that stadium. It's kind of got that small school feel, with the low stands and everything, and it's pretty cool.
Cool. Let's hit some more questions then. All right, Eric from Kansas City sent in a ton of questions.
Sure.
Let's see. Is the race for the Heisman available in Dynasty mode, and if so, is it available every season?
It seems like they've separated that out.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of Dynasty mode, and that's just a different thing. You're not as involved with like kind of the recruiting and all that. You're pretty much following just the games and getting your player, playing.
Can we say how many championships have you won with Cal so far?
Oh, we're now the 3-time national champions. Cal Golden Bears. It's pretty much what's going to happen in real life.
Obviously. Oh, now it passes like that.
Why?
What's Stanford doing so many impact players on defense?
I don't know. They got to give them some credit, I guess.
QB vision featured only in Madden, correct?
Yeah. There's no passing cone.
It seems like sometimes it takes a year or so for something to go from Madden to NCAA.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
That's about right.
Maybe next year.
They did keep from last year. They did keep the toughest places to play. So you go into Tennessee, and your controller is going to rumble, and if you're the home team, you can exhort the crowd on and get them on your side.
Here's another question. You said you've been playing the Dynasty mode for a little bit. Have you found, now this is a question they're asking, they've won like national championship after national championship, but they still lose a lot of top recruits. Is that happening?
Yeah, I mean, you still can't get them all.
Right.
I mean, that's just the nature of, that's reality. Like, USC's been pretty dominant, and they're not getting all the top recruits. I mean, some guys are just going to want to stay home. Some want to play for their favorite school. And
academics are, might come into the question, maybe.
I mean, it's not
equation.
It's not realistic that you're going to get all the recruits you want. So that's still how it is.
Well, this game looks great, Bob, and can we expect to see a review sometime around the game's release?
Early next week.
Great.
Check it out.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Now, right now, keeping on the sports tip, and actually in this very seat that Bob is sitting in, just recently, Marty Turco, goalie for the Dallas Stars, was here. I got to meet him. He's a great guy, and he's the cover athlete for NHL 2K6. And he sat down for an interview as well as one of the developers of the game. Check it out.
Animations, all new shooting animations, new checking animations, so there's definitely a new, fresh look and feel to the game. And we've done, just beyond putting in the animations, we had to do a lot of work on the AI side to make the AI match up with that and play even better and even tighter. You'll even notice, I think, when you're skating, a little bit of a different feel. So, hopefully, even if you played the game quite a bit last year, you'll still feel like it's a new game when 2K6 hits the shelves.
Hi, I'm Marty Turco of the Dallas Stars, next cover boy for NHL 2K6. Oh, I think the game's unbelievable. Playing last year's game and then have an opportunity to play the game this year, you can see that there's already a lot of differences, and they're trying to make it so you can not be just the player and score the goals, but you can be the GM with your teams. You can be the coach. There's a lot of new features that are on this game that allow you to be more like an NHL player or have an NHL team and work it around. So it's certainly great. But for me, the goaltending features have been an added bonus. They've stepped it up to trying to make it more real-like, and there's going to be abilities on there, and there's going to be more in the future of having more control over your goaltender. And this game's got some maximum goaltending, and I like the term that they used. I wish I would have came up with it, but there's going to be some good features in there, and certainly being a part of it, doing the goalie gig, and now it's getting better. I thought it was awesome when I played it.
This year, one of the big focuses for us was the goalies. We wanted to capture a ton of new animations. There was a lot of AI work we wanted to do in making the goalies better. And so we got connected with Marty, and we brought him in to do mocap for us. And just talking to him during that process and seeing all the cool stuff we did, it seemed like a natural fit to then put a goalie on the cover. So it was great, and Marty's been really involved. He's working with the development team, and we had all sorts of talks with him about the way the goalies look in the game right now, and he's given us some feedback to help us tune and things like that. And he's talked about player ratings, how the different animations look. So it's been really nice because not just did we get him out here to do some mocap, and so you can see his animation in the game, but he's also had some feedback in design, and it's been really cool. It's just tied in really well since goalies were a pretty big focus for us this year. Having a goalie on the cover was a perfect fit.
We flew out to Southern California to do the gig and brought my equipment. Wasn't sure how much I was going to be on the ice, but being in near Hollywood, I felt a little bit like an actor because there's no pucks on the ice, no one's shooting, but it's just me doing the actions. But it was such a unique perspective to realize what it goes into to do a video game, and now with the way the graphics are and how intense and real the games are, you can appreciate now, or at least I can, what they try to do. And for my work, although it was fun and gratifying to see it in the game, there's so much goes on behind the scenes to bring this product to everybody, and every year try to make it better. So for me, just to be part of was awesome.
And we are back. Ryan Davis, welcome back.
It's good to be back over here. I like sitting down.
I appreciate you being here. Now, we just happened to find out the other day. We didn't happen to find out. We were pleasantly surprised, I guess you could say, on the version of Madden we have.
Yes.
There's a one-track demo of what?
Burnout Revenge.
Burnout Revenge.
Burnout Revenge.
Burnout, fire it up.
It's up. It's fired. I'm just gonna play some.
it.
This is gonna be my little guilty pleasure of the show. I'm just gonna sit here. We could talk about Burnout, but I'm just gonna play some Burnout.
You play some Burnout while we take care of the rest of the show.
Sounds good.
Yes.
What have you got for me? You got any questions for me on this?
We will. Ryan McDonald has a question. Apparently, Ryan, what's going on?
What's going on, Ryan?
What's going on with that disc after the show, yo?
It's staying right here. We're going to play it for about an hour or so.
Right on. Then what? Then what's going to happen?
I'm going to keep playing
Brian,
it.
so you can play Madden some more. All right, so Ryan, you're firing up this race right here.
I'm playing this little one-track demo. I believe this is Detroit.
Have you played this game?
I played this a little bit at E3. I actually played this exact level at E3. There's a little nitro boost.
I want to revenge somebody.
I'm just playing to win, man. It's been a while since I played this, so actually it's funny. I just played Burnout 3 last night for the first time in a long time.
How does it handle?
You know what? Still absolutely.
Blow up, dude. Oh, nice.
There we go. Crash breaker. God, I love this game.
We have a question from Cape Cod.
Cape Cod. What's Cape Cod?
Is this game coming out for the Xbox 360?
Don't know.
You don't know?
No. Next question.
We'll find out. Bryce Gilbert in Monroe, Washington. From the pictures shown in the game, it looks like Criterion is going for a modern street racing game look similar to Need for Speed Underground. Is it still similar to the previous Burnout?
You know, it's not quite as street racing looking as.
It hasn't rained.
Yeah, no, it's not. Oh, there we go. Take down traffic check. This is the fun of Revenge. It's taking out the other traffic. You know, it doesn't look as. I mean, there's definitely an arcade look to the way Burnout 3 and the other Burnout games in general were.
Right.
This is a little. Oh.
Blow up.
I'm going to wait for the guy.
Fine.
This looks definitely a little bit grimier and more street.
Well, it's definitely just one level, and it's Detroit, which is not known for its trees.
But I mean, there's also like there's other levels like Tokyo and whatever that the general vibe is definitely a little bit grimier and a little bit more realistic. But not to say that it's going to affect the overall gameplay, because as you can see, I'm still blowing up cars.
Cool.
Oh, this is great. Oh no!
That
Again,
that was huge.
Blow up. Got any other business while I'm sitting here playing?
Yeah, sure. Let's announce some. You keep playing. Actually, I want to check in with Ryan McDonald right now.
Go talk to Ryan. I'm just
Ryan, how's it going, buddy?
It's going awesome, dude.
Let's see. Can you shoot someone for us yet, or what's going on?
Yeah, there's somebody right there.
Last time we came to you, and do it, dude.
I should think.
Nice.
Are you happy?
Good. All right, appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man. So, what's your take on Battlefield 2 and Game Center?
Maybe get another one for you. I'm sorry, Battlefield 2
Game Center. How's it fly?
It's awesome. It's totally awesome. Yeah, it's I now have the ability to create my own BF2 servers, and now I have a ping of 16. So yes, that is much better than what I was doing. Yeah,
you're just not, now that we have you back here in the office, you're just never going to leave, are you?
No.
Appreciate
it. The line here. There's a bunch of people coming in and asking me questions through the game. Actually,
really?
Yes.
Yeah, hit us with some questions.
One of the questions is the 15th, the date that's listed on ebgames.com. Is that the official release date for the DVD now?
The official word I've gotten from Craig Beers, we were just asking him, is that the 15th is like the worst case scenario date.
For the E3 Experience GameSpot 6-disc extravaganza of multimedia awesomeness.
You sound like you're familiar with the product.
I've heard of it.
It is, yeah. The 15th is the worst case scenario for when it will be shipped. It will, it could come out, it could hit you sooner. Like they're going from the factory to EB, then they go from EB to you. And for everyone who's wondering, you live in the UK. EB doesn't ship to the UK because they have some deal with another store there.
It's a different EB. It's all different. It's crazy.
Although we have not announced,
Drive on the wrong side of the road.
Not announced a set way of how we're going to do it. If it means that like Craig has to sit down and stuff envelopes and take your checks, we will get the DVD to people in England, in the UK. Do not worry about it. We know we have a lot of viewers there, and we're looking out for you.
We got your back.
Ryan, any more questions?
No. Yeah, actually, there was another UK question. Actually, they wanted to know when the Game Center Battlefield, the Game Center servers will be up and ready for Europe.
I don't know. Do we know that? No,
that is
soon.
They are planning it. I know.
I know they're definitely working on it. Excellent. And the reason why the DVD took a while is because of the 4th holiday. Everyone took some time off. Craig just reminded me of that as well. Now we have a bunch of winners here to announce as well.
Winners of what?
Winners of what? Actually, 2 contests.
We had 2 contests.
We did. We had one. Well, we had 2 contests. Which I'm going to combine into one contest. And there's a second contest that took place on the site.
Oh, I'm confused.
All right. Hip Games had a contest on our site where you could get your voice and picture into George Romero's City of the Dead.
Really?
As a zombie.
Oh, that's right. That was awesome.
Exactly. And we're here to announce the 3 winners.
Who are the winners?
The 3 winners are Christopher Henry of New Jersey, Bianca Ortiz of California, and Adam Kennelly of Illinois.
Congratulations. You're all zombies.
You're going to be zombies. The game doesn't come out till next year, but you'll be in it when it gets here.
You're dead already.
Which is great. And we gave away 5 copies of The Suffering Ties That Bind.
Right.
And we gave away 5 copies of LA Rush.
Now, we had some pretty tough trivia questions.
We did. These games don't come out to the fall, by the way.
Right.
So if you win, you won't be getting the game unless you won The Suffering Ties That Bind. Then we're sending you a copy of just The Suffering, courtesy of Midway, who's hooking us up with all these games, to wait. And if you want LA Rush, you're just going to have to wait. Sorry.
That's how it goes?
That's how it goes. All right. So what were our questions, Ryan Davis?
What cities do these games take place in?
LA Rush takes place in
Los Angeles.
And Suffering Ties That Bind takes place in
East Baltimore.
Not Baltimore?
No, East Baltimore. We were very specific about that, so if you took the trouble to answer with East Baltimore, congratulations.
And the following people did.
Who are they?
Ali Ismail of Ontario, Larry Clark of Pennsylvania, Mike Pantile of British Columbia, Andrew Taylor of New York, and William Grolan of Delaware.
Congratulations,
Congratulations, guys. Good work. And we also have 5 copies of LA Rush.
And they get the okay. Well, who gets those?
These go to Alex Nadon of Nova Scotia. A lot of Canadian winners.
They know where Los Angeles is. I guess.
David Rayford of Washington D.C., Stephen Chen of Florida, Nigel McDonald of Alberta, and Lee Wei Chan of Massachusetts.
Very good.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations to all those people. Now we've got more cool stuff to give away.
I'm going to show off one more thing. If we can actually get a close-up on my PSP real quick. I know I didn't ask for that ahead of time, but I'm just going to make things difficult for people. I have playing on my PSP right now. It's going to take me a couple seconds to get fired up, but it is... What is it, Ryan Davis?
This is a little movie called Broken Lizard's Super Troopers.
It is. Ooh, look, there's a close-up right there. Which camera is that one?
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
right
cool.
there.
All right, there.
Perfect.
See,
there's the movie booting up.
There's the movie. Actually, it's paused, I think, because I already started playing. There you go.
The UMD movie.
Let me get it so you can't see any reflection. Reverse opposite. Ooh, look at that.
Perfect.
Nice. So Fox
Searchlight.
I'm just going to skip ahead. By the way, I have to tell you, this quite possibly could be one of my favorite movies. It might be my favorite movie of all time.
And also just a really good representation of where you're coming from. This is your hood, right?
Exactly. I was born in Vermont, raised in New Hampshire, so... All right, we're going to stop before any cursing shows up.
But that's just one of 5 movies.
Exactly. Let me pause this.
Let's show them again what the movies are, though.
We are giving away here, Ryan Davis. You hold some, and I'll hold some.
I get to hold these ones.
Exactly. You have... What do you have?
I've got Dodgeball, starring, Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller, and I've got Predator, who, needs no introduction.
Starring the governor himself. Yep. And I have Super Troopers, Napoleon Dynamite, and iRobot.
You get all of these.
You get 5 people are going to get all of these.
5 people are going to get all of these.
Courtesy of Fox Home Entertainment.
Thanks, Fox Home Entertainment.
I thank them. These are cool. If you want to see what one looks like, by the way, I opened up a Super Trooper, so if you get the copy of Super Troopers that's open, congratulations. You can see Middlebury is on the Vermont map right here somewhere where I went to college. But it looks just like a standard UMD. Most of you probably got Spider-Man 2 with
I did, yeah.
with your PSP, so it looks like it's the Super Troopers on it. Kind of bare bones in the features.
No, it's got the movie.
Exactly, which is really all you need.
That's
if you don't own the DVD, so you can't copy it over to a memory stick, like actually I've already done with Super Troopers, but you can, wow, that's loud.
Well, hey, for these people it's free.
Exactly, so you can't complain.
It's all good.
Exactly. So, you want me to sign the open one? All right, fine. Ryan Davis and
we'll sign the open one. You get an autographed. One lucky person is going to get an autographed copy.
Ryan Davis, you have a phenomenal trivia question.
All right, here's a trivia question to win all 5.
GameSpot Complete members.
GameSpot Complete members, sign your name and mailing address below with the answer to this question. What is the name of the Canadian delicacy that consists of French fries, cheese curds, and gravy? First 5 people to answer that get all 5 of these awesome Fox Home Entertainment UMDs for PSP.
And we're not going to demand correct spelling on this because we're not exactly sure. I know, but
I know how to spell it.
If you're looking for the answer,
if you're close enough,
here's a hint.
If you're ballpark,
here's a hint. Watch the first 10 minutes of this, and you'll find out.
So to all of our Canadian viewers,
which we have a lot of, as you can tell from our prize winners,
probably gonna sweep this one,
and they'll probably tell us all it's really nasty, but it sounds good to us.
But there you go. There's the trivia question to win it.
We will announce the winners on next week's show. Can we say where next week's show is taking place at?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sure. Next week, we're going to be live on the scene. Where, Ryan McDonald?
Down at the folks at Redwood Shores. They got a little place called EA down there.
Yeah.
Oh, Electronic Arts.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to be live with some producers and some games. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great. We'll be live down there. It'll be a great show. Just like today was a great show.
Today was a great show.
Today was a great show.
Yeah, Ryan, thanks for coming back, buddy. We appreciate it. We're going to get you back in the host chair next time.
All right, I found out about the servers, by the way.
What's the word?
Apparently, we're already ahead of the game. There are some international European Game Center servers.
Really?
Yeah, apparently that's the case. Yeah. And then the other thing is, right now, if you want other features, basically go on to the Game Center homepage and there's a survey and it asks what you want and you tell them.
Cool. So, Game Center is awesome.
Yes.
It is.
So I'm going to go play more BFA.
I'm going to have to play Battlefield 2 now.
You're going to have to learn.
I'm going to have to.
Get smoked by Ryan.
I can't wait. It's going to be a fun time. Whatever. Anyways, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me, sir.
I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I'd like to thank the crew who did an excellent job as always. Ryan, Alex, and Bob. We're going to have Ryan McDonald back in the host chair next week. Ryan Davis.
Kicking me out. That's
we
fine.
appreciate
this isn't. I know this ain't a union gig,
nice
so it doesn't really matter.
We can go back to the edit side and make fun of us live guys like you like to do.
Oh.
It's cool. We appreciate it. And I'd like to thank you for watching. We'll see you next week down in Redwood Shores on the spot.